walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, get a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, done had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak a lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill, bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak a lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you give, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is pen gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage to be like
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Ready, set. Set up.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. But now he appears to be in some pain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Called a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that. talk as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Jackson now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Bolton.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown taking it in.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him, If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Now comes a Houston. Gets set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, he sheds himself free.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
79 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary 74 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Jackson options out left. Escapes the defender. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud sets up the play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Stroud. We'll get this pass to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Stroud out of the gun here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Stroud. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 32-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now here come the Ravens. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tucker's kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Houston set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
3rd and 1, Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Houston.
On first down, here's Stroud. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Stroud now. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Stroud to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The drive will start with an option going left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close.
And no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They begin the drive with Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
13.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down 23-20, a minute 53 remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Rub with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And the Ravens taking the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Jackson, option right. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ, who's hurting. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, and knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised.